They are getting ready for the big one to hit the Big Island.
All week long, hundreds of personnel from government agencies, private businesses, and emergency services have hunkered down to prepare for Hawaii being hit by a powerful hurricane. KITV4 meteorologist Paul Drews reports.
What would happen if this was the year a powerful hurricane once again hit our islands?
It's filtered by hourly.
At State Civil Defense Headquarters, hundreds of personnel from county, state, and federal agencies are not only preparing for what to do before a hurricane hits, but also after the storm.
We're reacting to a strong Category 4 hurricane that's affected the entire state.
In this worst-case scenario, every island has wind and flood damage to homes. The power is out and many roads are blocked.
We have water supply problems, we have sewage problems, we have people in collapsed structures, we have fatalities, we have injuries.
The idea is not only to see how bad things will be, but also how help can get to where it's needed most. Those efforts would begin the week before the storm even hits.
We've got a Hawaii catastrophic plan that actually has pre-events that starts 3 or 4 days before we even start worrying about, the storm actually hitting. We start force-feeding material supplies. This team that's here would actually be on island several days before an event actually showed up.
Through their movement coordination center.
The lessons learned from this exercise can be used long after hurricane season ends for other disasters.
90% of what you do in any disaster is the same. So whether it's a tsunami, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's a flood, or even a terrorist attack.
In this hurricane readiness drill, government agencies or private businesses were quickly alerted to nearby problems, so the right resources were sent to fix them. Many consider it a success because hundreds of organizations, both here in Hawaii and on the mainland, were able to easily communicate with one another. And as people prepare their own disaster preparedness plan and kit, communication is something they should keep in mind.
I cannot emphasize enough that the ability for us to stay in touch with one another is the single most important thing we need to do.
At Diamond Head, Paul Drews, KITV4 News.
And interesting enough, if disaster were to strike, emergency personnel say any cell tower still standing would be overwhelmed by calls, so people would be advised to just text details for family members or friends.
Good to remember. If you'd like more information on getting prepared for this hurricane season, information we can all use, check out our special program, Hurricane 2014 Need to Know, that airs tomorrow right here at 7:30.